Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Myself Dr. Sumeet Patil, and I make videos upon English literature. And up till now I have made several videos, and it has been published on YouTube also, which you can go and check out on my YouTube channel. So today I will be talking about a very famous angry young man movement writer who is well known for his play entitled as Look Back in Anger. I hope you all have got the idea about whom I would be talking in today's video. He is none other than John Osborne. He was born on 12th of December 1929 in England, which is the most famous city of London, which is highlighted in not only British literature but everywhere. It is highlighted throughout, I should say, movies, serials, plays, dramas, everywhere. So he was born in London on 12th of December 1929, and he passed away on 24th of December 1994 in Shropshire, which is also located in United Kingdom. Now, to talk about John Osborne, he was not only a playwright but a producer, TV film writer, wherein he wrote about several plays also. He wrote a screenplay also, and as I right now told you, Look Back in Anger was one of his plays which was published in 1956, if I am not wrong. And here from this point of time he became famous throughout the globe, not only in English literature but throughout the globe. And he started writing in that movement or in that kind of place, or in that kind of time when British drama saw a new movement, and that movement is also called as the angry young man movement. And to talk about his identity, John Osborne's identity, he was not only one of the first writers to address Britain's purpose in the post-imperial age, wherein his peak period was from 1956 to 1966, that is a 1 decade period, and he helped make contempt and acceptable on-stage emotions. So he saw that kind of emotions which several people were not able to highlight. And to talk about his schooling, he was the son of a commercial artist and a barmaid. His mother was working as a barmaid, and Osborne used as an insurance money from his father's death in 1941 for a boarding school to take his education at Belmont College, which is located in Devon. And he hated it and left after striking the headmaster. But this is a controversial part of his life, when he was about to strike the headmaster, or something else was about to happen. And then he went to home to his mother in London, and briefly he was working into a trade journalism until a job tutoring company, or job tutoring of a company which used to tour, which used to take several tours throughout the England or some other part of Europe also. And that company, there were juvenile actors who introduced John Osborne to theatre. And to talk about his acting, he was soon he started acting himself later, and he became an actor manager also. As I told you, that John Osborne not only started writing or he started acting, but he started writing also. And his actor manager, he also acted as a manager for various repertory companies in provincial towns. And he was also started, this point of time, he started writing playwrights, that is dramas. He started writing on, and his first play, that is The Devil Inside Him, which was written in 1950 with his friend and mentor Stella Linden, who was also an actress and one of Osborne's first passions. And to talk about his first appearance as an actor, John Osborne made his appearance as first appearance on the screen. It was in London in 1956, and that the same year that Look Back in Anger, his most famous drama, was published by the English stage company. And although the form of the play was not revolutionary, its content was unexpected. Now, what was unexpected? You have to look or you have to see my upcoming video, wherein I would be making about John Osborne's Look Back in Anger. And on the stage for the first time were the 20 to 30 year old of Great Britain, who had not participated in the Second World War and found its aftermath shabby and lacking in promise. And the theme of look back in anger, John Osborne's theme is there is a central character, the hero of the play, that is Jimmy Potter. He was the son of a worker, and the state, though he was going to state educational system, he reached an uncomfortably marginal position on the border of the middle class, from which he can see the traditional possessions or possessors of the privilege holding the better jobs and threatening him or his upward climb. So basically, John Osborne, what he is trying to highlight in his play Look Back in Anger is how middle class people are sidelined from the mainstream and how the privileged people are getting all the luxurious things in their life. And Jimmy Potter continues to work in a street market and vents his rage on the middle class wife and her middle class friend also, and no solution is proposed for Potter's frustrations. But Osborne makes the audience feel them acutely. Now, what John Osborne is trying to highlight here from the life of a middle class people, that is how middle class people used to work hard to earn their bread and butter, and when they are working hard and on top of that they are not paid equally, or rather equally they are not even paid, so the frustration of that working class people, somewhere it will come out. And here Jimmy Potter, he unvents or unveils his frustration on his better half, that is on his wife. And then to talk about the next play of John Osborne that was published in 1957, entitled as The Entertainer, it projects the vision of a contemporary British diminished from its days of self-confidence, and its hero is a failing comedian. And Osborne uses the decline of the music hall tradition as a metaphor for the decline of nations' vitality. And John Osborne, now I would be talking about John Osborne as a film producer. Now, to talk about film producer, now if you were listening to this video or watching this video keenly, I told you that he started working as a tutor in the tour company, and then he traveled a lot. Then he started writing. First of all, he started acting, then he started writing. Now he started producing films also. And in 1958, John Osborne and director Tony Richardson, they founded a Woodfall Film Productions, which produced motion pictures of Look Back in Anger in the year 1959. This was the year when John Osborne's Look Back in Anger was made into a movie and people saw it. And The Entertainer 1959 was from a film script by John Osborne that won the Academy Award, and as well as Tom Jones, Henry Fielding's Tom Jones, was also produced by these two people, John Osborne and Tony Richardson, in the year 1963, which was based on his novel, that is Henry Fielding's Tom Jones. And to talk about his another epic play, that is Luther, which was published in 1961, it is about the Reformation leader, again showing Osborne's ability to create an actively rebellious central figure. So if you look or if you think critically, John Osborne, he is highlighting about the common people, their problems, and in his plays also he is focusing his characters and he is highlighting the main themes, that is how people are going through several problems, and then too they didn't go into depression, or they don't end their life, but they work on that so that someday it will come that they will live a life with peace. And his two plays for England 1962, entitled as England 1962, include The Blood of the Barnabys or The Blood of the Bambergs, a satire on royalty, and Under the Plain Cover, a study of an incestuous couple playing games of dominance and submission. And the next point which I would be highlighting is the tirade of Jimmy Potter is resumed. Now, who is Jimmy Potter? He is the central figure of Look Back in Anger by John Osborne. Now here, the tirade of Jimmy Potter is resumed in a different key by a frustrated solicitor in Osborne's another play, that is Inadmissible Evidence, which was published in 1964, and then another play, A Patriot for Me, published in 1965, portrays a homosexual Austrian officer in the period before the World War I, and it is based on the story of Alfred Riedel. And it shows how John Osborne's interest in the decline of the empire and the perils of the non-conformist. Now to talk about his another play, West of Suez. Now what is Suez? It is the Suez Canal, from where the European people, they came to Middle East, and from Middle East they came to India or Southeast Asia to invade and to take everything from those invading countries back to London. Now here, West of Suez, it is about, it reveals a measure of sympathy for a type of British colonizer whose day was waned, and antipathy for his ideological opponents, and who are made to appear confused and neurotic. And Osborne's last play, that is Deja Vu, which was published in 1992, and a sequel to Look Back in Anger, revisits Jimmy Potter after 35 years of interval. And as it revealed that the first installment of John Osborne's autobiography, entitled as The Better Class of Person, published in 1981, much of the fire in Look Back in Anger was drawn from Osborne's own early life. So in his Look Back in Anger, it was his own life wherein he was going through several problems, and he overcome some problems, as well as he gone through several. And now in it, that is in it, he attacks the mediocrity of the lower middle class English life, personified by his mother, whom he hated, and discusses his volatile temperament. And the second part of the autobiography appeared in 1991 under the title as Almost a Gentleman. And Osborne, you should remember one thing, that he married for 5 times. And having come to the stage initially as an actor, I told you that Osborne achieved note for his skill in providing the actable roles, and he is also significant for restoring tirade or passionately scathing speech to a high place among dramatic elements. And most significantly, however, he reoriented British drama from a well-played plays depicting upper class life to vigorously realistic drama of contemporary life. And his notable works, this is the last part of the life of John Osborne, wherein Look Back in Anger, which was published in 1956, then Luther 1961, then The Entertainer 1957, Deja Vu 1992, The Devil Inside Him, which was a theatrical play, 1950, A Patriot for Me 1965, Tom Jones, which was a screenplay, I told you, in 1963, West of Suez, theatrical play 1971, and The Father 1989, and finally his play, that is Deja Vu, which was published in 1992. So here I conclude this video with John Osborne's life, his works, notable works which I right now told you, and I hope you all have learnt several things about John Osborne and his famous things which he did. So with this, I urge you all that please share this video as much as possible with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get the upcoming videos, and click the notification bell icon. Thank you. Take care.